talumpati sa UN General Assembly, ipinunto ng Pangulo na nilalabag umano ng Security Council ang demokrasya at transparency. Kailangan daw itong baguhin lalo't UN ang nangunguna sa pagharap sa mga krisis. Bukod pa riyan, sinabi ni Pangulong Duterte na inutusan na niya ang DOJ at PNP na reviewin ang kampanya kontra ilegal na droga dito sa Pilipinas. Mananagot daw ang mga mapatunayang lumabag sa batas sa gitna ng mga operasyon.
Philippines seeks stronger partnerships to protect the rights of the Filipinos and realize the full potential of our nation. But let me be clear. What we mean is partnership that respects our people's agency. Let me say this again. My government has a mandate and obligation to my people. We will deal with all criminals, including terrorists, with the full force of our laws.
The Filipino people want to live in peace, security in their homes and communities, free from harm and danger from the lawless. But achieving this goal has not been without challenges. I say this in no uncertain terms. The law applies to all. I have instructed the Department of Justice and the Philippine National Police to review the conduct of our campaign against illegal drugs. Those found to have acted beyond bounds during operations shall be made accountable before our laws.
We have recently finalized the United Nations, our joint program of human rights. This is a model for constructive engagement between a sovereign member state and the United Nations. Meaningful change to be enduring must come from within. The imposition of one's will over another, no matter how noble the intent, has never worked in the past, and it never will be in the future. How many more countries shall be made to unravel and descend into chaos before the powerful heed the simple lesson? In dealing with complex problems in nation building, let us consider pragmatic approaches that square ideals with reality. Sure, they may lead us to imperfect solutions, but solutions nonetheless that actually work. We will pay the price for the misadventure of the few that spiral into humanitarian disasters. The Philippines, in line with its long-standing humanitarian tradition, has opened its doors to Afghan nationals, especially women and children fleeing the conflict. As one global community, we must do our utmost to help the Afghan people and all those who continue to suffer. For the Rohingyas, I have instructed our Department of Justice to work closely with the UN High Commissioner on Refugees to prepare a cooperation program for a specific number of Rohingyas consistent with our capacities. The Philippines has limited resources during these extraordinary times. But what we can do for humanity and will uplift human dignity, we will. Mr. President, in a period of profound geopolitical change, it is vital that all countries, big and small, commit to the rule of law fully and firmly. For a world without law is a world of disaster, where the weak is at the mercy of the strong. There can therefore be no other acceptable basis for a global order but the law. We must resolve disputes peacefully, as we manifested in the Manila Declaration of Peaceful Settlement of International Disputes. The Philippines is one with the ASEAN and other stakeholders in ensuring that the South China Sea remains a sea of peace, security, and prosperity. The 1982 UNCLOS and the 2016 Arbitral Award of the South China Sea provide a clear path towards a just, fair, and win-win solution for all. The award must be seen for what it is, a benefit across the board to all who subscribe to the majesty of the law. No amount of willful disregard by any country, however big and powerful, can diminish the arbitral award's importance. Mr. President, we face multiple crises that demand effective global governance. Yet our institutions, including the United Nations, have proven to be inadequate. The UN is a product of an era long past. It no longer reflects the political and economic realities of the world. Democracy and transparency are concepts that reverberate in the halls of the UN. But ironically, the Security Council, the pinnacle of UN structure, violates every tenet of these values. It is neither democratic nor transparent in its presentation and processes. Many member states have spoken firmly. This simply is not right. If the UN is to lead the world out of the many crises we face, things need to change. The UN must empower itself by reforming itself. Therein lies the hope of humanity. These are complex problems, but one thing is clear. They all hit the poor the hardest. Injustice is the common thread that ties these issues together. When I spoke before this august body last year, I said that how we address these issues will define our future. From what I have seen, that future will likely be one of inequality.